Hello and welcome to another update video about Solana. Solana also currently adhering to the bullish wave count. That, and again I have to repeat it, that we need to take with a pinch of salt because it is still very early days. If this is really a bullish breakout, it is still very early days. However, there are certain signals that make us consider, or make me consider, this move up here, as an impulsive wave, which could indicate a trend reversal. Now again, if this will be a move that will take us to new all-time highs, or if it is just a move that is just a corrective rally to the upside, that is a bit too early to say, and it is even too early to say if this is really a reversal, but the chances are there, the likelihood is there. It is, in my opinion, still very critical to understand that as long as we are below 48, 41, we can go down at any point in time. A move above 48, 41, which would be a substantial move, which means we would need to retest it from above as support, then we can move higher. That would fuel a larger rally in my opinion. That would be a very important one. And then another important level, the $58 level here, that wave 4 in green, also highly relevant. But for now, we are following here the Elliott wave projection, that I showed you. The low at 30.85 has remained intact, which means we can see this as 1-2. We are now possibly in the wave 3 here in yellow. That is what we talked about in the last video. There's a few other things that make me consider the bullish wave count. One is that from the low, Solana had a solid performance all the way up 66, 67% to the high. That is one thing. So we had the price action that justifies it, in contrast to, for example, Cardano, Polkadot. In addition to that, we can count this as a leading diagonal, which is fine. When you have a leading diagonal and you peak, afterwards you expect quite a strong move down. That happened as well. You normally expect a move down to the 78.6% fib level when you have a leading diagonal. That came down nearly to the 78.6. It found in the end support at the 61.8% fib level at 32.33, but it moved. It broke briefly below it. Touched structural support and then moved up, but we nearly got there. So this is what we're currently exploring here, but don't become too bullish. There is the yellow line here in the way, which is the 50-day moving average. That is a problem. But one more thing that makes me consider this as a possible breakout is we broke out of this corrective channel to the upside. That is one thing that is definitely relevant. This channel here was broken to the upside, and that is definitely relevant. Okay, and we can count 5 waves up, we can count 3 waves down. We could count this as an impulse, this as wave 2 in a larger wave 3 now, which we have here. Let me just take those arrows out. And I'll make that here a different color so we can distinguish. So we had here a wave 1 up, a wave 2 down. We should now be in the wave 3. If we are in the wave 3, we need to break all these resistance levels. Looking at the target for the wave 3 in yellow, that would be $58. We need to get to that level in yellow wave 3. Okay, now we are very early days here in wave 3. If this is wave 3, and we could, I said yesterday to you, we can become a bit more confident if we make it above wave 1 high and then retest that previous resistance as support. That is exactly what happened. So we moved above it and we retested it. That is so important. We retested as support, and on the lower time frames, you can see we touched it perfectly, moved up, bullish engulfing, indicating further trend moves up. And this is good. As long as we stay above that level, we can remain focused further on the upside. As long as we stay above that level. Next target for the bulls would be here, that $37.30 level. That is here, we need to get above that low. Then that swing low here from the wave W comes together with that swing high, so around $39.40 to $40, sort of in this range. But then here, this will be a resistance range. I can tell you that already. That will be critical. So anybody who's long, be aware of this range. This is starting at $39.40 roughly and going up to the 50-day moving average. That will be huge resistance to get through. So we expect some resistance here. I would be, if we go through here just like a knife going through butter, then we can, with a higher likelihood, expect this is actually a bullish run. Because if you see a lot of weakness here, then it might just be a fake out. Okay, so this will be a critical level to determine. But other than that, we would expect in that wave 3 to go to, well, yellow wave 3, I gave you the level here in the sub wave, wave 3, we would expect to go to 39, yeah, $40 pretty much. So this is that level where we would need to find, where we will probably find resistance that would also work from an Elliott wave extension point of view. Let me just double check that. Seems a bit short, but if that is the case, yeah, no, that's fine, $40. So that is where we would expect resistance also from an Elliott wave point of view, then a wave 4 down, and then a wave 5 up, and we'll see how it all comes together in the end. Yeah, this would be wave 3 in yellow. Ideally you want it to be longer, but it could be just, all of this could just be a first wave of the wave 3 in the end. So we'll see how that all comes together, okay? But yeah, target definitely would be the $40 level next. Okay, and we can remain further focused on the upside as long as this wave low stays intact, which is, first of all here, this one. This is relevant, yeah, but even if we go lower again, as long as we stay above $32.50, or let's say $32.20, this low here, we can remain further focused on the upside, because this would just indicate we might just have an A, B, C, an overshooting wave B here. So again, we just need to focus on upside as long as we stay above that level, and really invalidated this move up is then below $30.85. But for now it's looking promising, still very early days, and we need to get through this resistance next, otherwise it could just be a fake out. Okay, and that is my view about Solana. Hopefully you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye bye.